What's going on, everyone? It's Adam here from Adam's Nintendo World, and we're here on launch day with Triangle Strategy on Nintendo Switch. This one is from Square Enix. Square Enix. And it's one that I was not excited about at all, but once I played the demo through chapters 1, 2, and 3, I actually enjoyed the game a lot more than I thought I would. I'm still not a huge fan of tactical strategy games. Mario plus Rabbids is probably the one outlier where I'm like, yeah, I like that game. But you know, it is what it is. But here we are. We are on, we're heading right into Chapter 4. So we'll get a quick little bit of story, and then I will update you on what happened in Chapters 1, 2, and 3, in case you're not familiar. But you can always play the demo yourself as well at no cost to you. Here we go. Let's see what this is all about.
His diplomatic visit as Lord of the House complete, Serenoa returns to the Wolfort domain. Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Huette retire to Whitehome in the Crown City. Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolfort, as Serenoa soon finds himself swept up in preparations for his wedding to Frederica. Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel at the Grand Norzellian mines.
Okay, Chapter 4, A New Dawn. So we're back in Glenbrook. I'll give you a quick, brief update on what's happened in just a second, but let's get through a little bit more story text before we do that.
That should be the end of that bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
What in the name of iron?
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
We always require more explosives.
No, Lord Dragan. You best come see for yourself.
You best come see for yourself. It's something happened. Let's see what's going on.
What the? It couldn't be.
That settles the wedding program, then. We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide. What do you desire, Frederica?
Well... Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Then you'd best ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan village here in the domain. I'm sure they'd make you a dress if you asked.
But what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyzant would not look kindly upon it. Lord Simon, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyzant during the war? And that you then granted them asylum here?
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our domain.
It was a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Simon's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here. To this day, the Holy State demands they be returned to Hyzant, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
The roots of the conflict run deep. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
Is that so? Then I see not how I could refuse such a kindness.
I shall accompany you to the village. To tell the truth, I have never been there myself. It would be a good opportunity to get to know them, to strengthen our bonds.
As is your duty, my son.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
Aye, all of us. Ooh, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Okay, so we've kind of made it through the very first part of Chapter 4, and now it seems to be a really good time to kind of recap what has happened. So we are playing as Serenoa, and we are the son of Lord Simeon, but we are now Lord of the Great House of Wolford. And the Great House of Wolford is one of 3 great houses in the realm of Glenbrook. Now, you have to realize that the world here is broken up into 3 realms. There is the Kingdom of Glenbrook here in kind of the central area. There's the Grand Duchy of Aspfrost up here in the north. And there is the Holy State of Hysant here in the east. At the beginning of the game, all 3 houses came together to strengthen our bonds, our friendships, our alliances after years and years of war. And we all worked together to mine this mine right here, which is supposed to have some riches that is going to benefit all 3 nations. But we need the smarts of Asforth, we need the smarts of Glenbrook, and we need the smarts of Hysant in order to mine. But the alliance between the 3 nations is obviously very fragile. So we hold a tournament, and the tournament kind of serves as a good way to learn some of the characters' names, who the main players are in each region, as well as kind of touch base on some growing tensions. Now, our betrothed wife, Frederica, comes from the land of Asforth, but as we know, her kind with the red hair, and they go by that name, Roselia. So she's kind of an outcast, and they fled Ashforth a long time ago through Glenbrook and settled in Hysant, where they were also looked down on. And now, obviously, there's a whole village here in Glenbrook. After the tournament, we're given a decision by the king. The king is here at the castle. No, the castle is over here. This is where the king would be. The Crown City. This is the home, or this is the sitting place of the Wolforth clan. After the tournament, we're given the option for the king to be an envoy, and we can either go up to, and this is where the story branches, we can either go up here to Asfrost, or we can go to Hysant, and you use kind of a really cool not manipulation, but convincing. You got to convince your party members to go where you want to go, essentially. Otherwise, they're going to vote their own way, and the vote always determines where you go, unless there's a tie. In which case, Serenoa breaks the tie. You break the tie. Anyway, I convinced the team that we wanted to go visit the Holy State of Hysant. So we go there, and it looks like someone there is trying to steal some research. And so what we do is we help the Holy State of Hysant through a battle or two to regain the research the city has been spending a lot of time doing. Unfortunately, we also learn that that research is very protected. It's very specific. The researchers are not given free rein, and the researchers are even worried that any advancements that the Holy State of Hysant comes up with might not be shared with the rest of the realm. So we pick up a new traveling companion here. We thank them for their hospitality, and we head back. And that is where we are right now, and that is where we're going to be as we head to Rosalind Village. So let's hop in, see what this is all about. Thanks for joining me, guys. That's the quick 3-minute recap, 4-minute recap of what's happened so far in chapters 1, 2, and 3. Again, there's a branching path. We could have originally decided to go here up to Astforth instead of going to the holy state of Hyzanth, but we went to Hyzanth. So I'm actually not sure what that other story is going to do, but ultimately there's multiple ways you can play this game, multiple times you should play it to get kind of all the different storylines and everything like that. But we chose to go this route, and so that is the update you're going to need as we head into chapter 4. So let's head on here. Main story. Let's get into it.
Greetings and welcome, Lord Serenoa and Lady Frederica. My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle. And congratulations on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolford.
You have my word. I owe your Lord Father a great debt. Though, even were that not the case, you are engaged to one of our own in Lady Frederica. Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
On that subject, I have one humble request. I would like to incorporate this pendant into the design.
The pendant you're never without.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hyzanth during the war and found her way to Aspfrost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course. After I was born, she was sent back to Hyzanth, where she met her end.
I see why it never leaves you. Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
Thank you kindly.
The measurements may take some time, Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
I'd very much like that. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to look around the village and see what the people have to say. So these are the parts that aren't voice acted, so you got to read all this stuff yourself. It's all the main story elements that you can, you actually get to have the voice acting for. So as you walk around, two purposes. One, you can kind of look around at the terrain, because there's a good chance at some point you're going to have to fight here, so you can get a good idea of where the high points are, where the low points are, because obviously some attacks, or most attacks, will do more damage depending on where you attack from. You can also enter some of the buildings, which is kind of cool. There's never a ton inside. Obviously, this seems to be a place for stopping. You can see the sparkling stuff here on the walls. You can examine and get stuff. So I just got some money and some notes, but we'll leave here. Nothing really in here for us to do. But yeah, it's good to just kind of get a lay of the land, see what's going on. I think I see something sparkling by the well. Recovery pellet. And then anything that has a little green, oh, we can come, oh, what's back here? Examine. Oh, okay. Hello. We made our home here in the village in hopes we'd not be discovered. Use the lay of the land to our advantage, like. Okay. We'll go down. Anyway. Oh, there's something gleaming. So you can just look around for those gleaming spots. That's where you're going to be able to pick up some items. You can spin the map or spin the camera with the right stick, and then the exclamation marks are the people that you're gonna want to talk to. So no one over there. So let's talk to Child. It's no fun staying in the village all the time. I want to go play somewhere else. But Mother gets mad at me if I go too far. So here's where you'll be able to make choices, right? You'll be able to choose which thing you want to say, and that's going to determine how your character rounds out. Now, each one does mean something specific, like morality or seriousness. I don't really know what they are. I forget at this point. And I'm actually happy I forgot, because what I've been doing instead is kind of actually just reading them and literally picking the one I want. Not trying to create anything specific, just picking the answers I would pick. You'll be able to venture further afield when you're older, and when that day comes, I'll show you both around the Dominions myself. But there's plenty of fun to be had here. I'm sure your mother would be pleased if you took up hunting or fishing. It's because you're precious to her. I'm going to go with this middle one because I'm not going to promise anything I can't keep. Convictions have been strengthened. I've always wanted to go hunting. Then you should try it. Ask your father or one of the other elders to take you. I'm sure you'll do your mother proud. Yes, she won't know what to do with all the meat I'm going to bring home. So there we go. That was it for that. And then there's one... Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's like a little cat. Yeah, there's cats all over. Let's also talk to the elder. We came to this land in the midst of the Celeran War, desperate to escape Hyzant's extraordinary cruelty. Your father then granted us asylum in our hour of need and shielded us from further harm. I would have done the same. We have a duty to help those in need. I pray the day soon comes when you no longer require protection and are free to live your lives, and I intend to honor that. Let's work together to make this land a prosperous one for your people. I would have done the same. I'm going to go with the first one. Alright, it heartens me to hear that, my lord. We will never forget all that we owe to you. I swear to you, we will do right by your land. Father granted the Rosella asylum on our lands. Though they hailed from Hyzanth, they are now as much a part of Wolforth Demens as anyone else. Demensny. I don't know what that is. Alright, I think that's kind of everything. Again, we can keep walking around and look for sparkly. Do I see some? I feel like I saw some on top of this roof over here. I could be crazy. I probably am crazy. But let's go check anyway. Did I see something up here? No. Okay. Is there any more houses to go into? We only went into the one. And it looks like that might be the only option. Okay, so we can just press the plus button, conclude our investigation, and move on with the story. End exploration. Yes, please. Surely they'll finish taking her measurements by now. Meanwhile... So this is the Crown City.
Just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim.
So this is Regna is the king of Glenbrook, and this is his son Roland, who is in front of him. Roland was the one that fought with House Wolforth at the tourney, and then also went with us when we went to Hyzanth. So he is now getting an earful from his father.
Punish me if you will, but if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Oh? Well, if you are so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play. You will oversee the Grand Norzellian mines.
Father, it would be a privilege.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
I shan't let you down, Father.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you. Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Lord Wolfort? It is his job to oversee the operation after all, and his closeness with Dragan may engender goodwill.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Esfrost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
Seems like the king is not as trusting of our family as maybe he once was, which is going to create some unique storyline opportunities, I think.
So you share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
Concerning words, Your Highness, House Wolfort must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
Roland.
Bring these tidings to Gustadolf at once. Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you. What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Esfrost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Uh-oh, and so our frail alliance seems like it's about to fall. Let's see what happens here.
But, Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzelia. And so I ask this of you. Stand with me, as I lead this great realm into a new era.
You risk much giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
You are to be Prime Minister?
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark. And do what neither Father nor Gustadolf ever could.
Okay, things are getting very, very interesting, apparently. We're hopping all over the map because now we're in Asforth, and we're going to see what happens here.
From Dragan, dear brother.
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
And? What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Esfrost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
Family posturing, I love it.
So he means to threaten you.
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well.
And this is really why I think this story is going to be so great as we move forward. There are so many moving pieces. There are obvious allies in each of the regions. There are enemies in each of the regions. There's so much happening, and I just can't wait for it to unfold and see how my my choices actually impact the story, and maybe who allies with me or what decisions I make. And the fact that you can play this again and again, it sounds like, and get a couple different endings. Like it's again, I'm not a tactical strategy game fan outside of Mario plus Rabbids, but this one's got me intrigued. This one's got me intrigued, and I can't wait to play more. Let's keep going.
Ah, Dragan. You were rude the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment. I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
Okay, so we finished up with a bunch of story stuff, and we're not going to be doing any battles yet. If there was to be a battle, we would see a little icon, little shields or swords crossed above the exclamation mark here, and it would tell us what the recommended level is. But we're going to search around the map just to make sure there aren't any secondary things that we can click on to get some information. Doesn't look like it, so we're going to hop right into the next part of the main story. Roland comes to Rosalia Village bearing a proposal for Serenoa. So let's see what this is all about. I'm excited. The game's been good so far. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking, and let's enjoy this some more. It's been good. It's been fun.
The dress measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
There you are.
Prince Roland. And Huette besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolfort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join me?
You scarcely need ask. Of course.
A wise course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
It's really too bad we weren't there earlier to watch over the mines, right? Oh man, I can't wait.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man better. He is quite talented, is he not?
He is a man with grand visions for the future. That much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines!
I'll have the dress ready in time for the ceremony, my lord. You have my thanks, Jerome.
I think the big thing here is that you have to love story-driven games, because I've only fought 4, maybe 5 fights so far, and I'm 3.5 hours in. Like,
and Frederica journey
well, let's
to
hear this
Rosellan
first.
Village, so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the Grand Norzellian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
Okay, so the little magnifying glass here indicates this will be an exploration phase, so it won't just be story. I'll be able to walk around and look into things, but you need to love story. And I think the voice acting is, in my opinion, is actually just okay. You can tell the same person is doing lots of voices, so there's not a ton of difference in how people talk and stuff like that, but you know, besides that, the story is so good, but you have to enjoy story because there is so much of it. It's almost like a narrative game. I would almost argue it's like a narrative adventure with some tactical battles thrown in. And I know I'm going to guess as the chapters roll on, there's going to be more and more battles for you to engage in. But like early on, be prepared. It's more of a narrative adventure where sometimes you get to choose some options and do some stuff, and sometimes you don't. So just be aware. Know what's coming, know what you're getting into.
How will Gustadolf respond to my offer? I should think there's but one logical answer. Should he refuse for some reason, I will need Father's aid. I must apprise him of the situation.
Lord Dragan, Prince Roland is here from the Crown City.
What's this? Prince Roland and my friends of House Wolfort. To what do I owe the honor?
Apologies for the sudden nature of our visit, Dragan. I have come on Father's orders to offer our sincere gratitude, as well as to observe the mining operation.
Splendid! The miners will no doubt be heartened by your Highness's presence.
Does the mining continue apace?
This guy is cunning. He really is. Wow.
Indeed it does. There are no problems to report. And what of your trip abroad, Lord Serenoa?
It was most enlightening indeed. We even brought something for you. I do hope it's to your liking.
A portrait of the goddess herself, drawn with... Is this dyed salt?
It is. I understand they are used as talismans in Hyzant.
This gift would fetch unfathomable value in the duchy. I cannot thank you enough.
It is enough to see you happy.
I am glad our deliberations were not in vain.
Dragan, I believe it was you who said the future is in the hands of the ardent youth. We are of like mind. Let us shape the future together.
Indeed, that future is close at hand. I suspect we will reach across the border and ask for your cooperation in due course.
And I shall gladly assent.
Yes, we eagerly await your offer. Now then, I was thinking I might examine the quarry.
Wait, Your Highness! One of the tunnels caved in but a few days ago. I would advise against entering just now.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Although this guy's a smooth talker, he knows how to play all sides. I liked him early on too, Dragan. I loved him, and now he's... Come on, man. I'm ruining my faith in humanity in a fantasy game.
Did you not assure us moments ago that the mining continues apace?
The miners are working to repair the damage as we speak. It is simply too soon to allow you inside.
Was it caused by a blast?
It was, in fact. We were perhaps a bit overzealous in attempting to remove some of the bedrock.
I'd no idea your explosives were so powerful. How do you make them anyway?
I would love to tell you, Your Highness, but I'm afraid we must keep some of our secrets. What I can say is that salt is a vital ingredient.
Surely you jest.
I thought you'd be surprised. I could scarcely believe it myself at first. A gargantuan tome in the archives opened my eyes to the many uses for salt, beyond seasoning our daily dishes. And now I pass what I've learned to you, Lord Serenoa, as a token of my gratitude for your visit.
The power of salt.
'Tis a compendium of my research on the uses of salt. I encourage you to peruse it at your leisure.
I most certainly shall. 'Tis a most valuable gift.
Fascinating indeed. I too would like to read it when you are through, my lord.
I look forward to hearing your impressions.
At any rate, I see the sun hangs low. Shall we save a tour of the mine for the morrow?
Yes, perhaps that would be best.
Yes, of course. I shall prepare entertainment and lodgings for your party at once.
Okay, so we plan to survey the mining operation. So this is where we get to do a little bit of exploring, and I explained earlier we had that little magnifying glass, which means this is an explore phase. So now we have free reign to explore, and there's a lot of shiny stuff. I didn't mean to talk to you. I want this. Large HP recovery pellet. There's something up there as well. I mean, it's a mine, so theoretically there should be a lot of stuff. There's Benedict. We'll talk to him in a second. Let's go up here. Let's grab this. I mean, you can talk to more people if you want. It's the exclamation marks that push the story forward. So this guy's probably not going to let us through. Only miners pass this point, sir. We're clearing rubble from a collapsed tunnel. The rest of it may be unstable as a result. We cannot risk letting anyone through. Of course you can't. All right. Anything else glowing right there? Obtained Vanguard Scarf. Apparently you can claim items from really high... Oh, no. Okay, I got to get down there somehow. We'll go this way. So it looks like a fight could happen here, too. So, again, we're also just checking our surroundings. So that... Oh, 450 bucks. We're checking our surroundings to make sure we know how we might need to move from A to B, you know, in order to fight. Like, this is a difficult one because you got to go all the way around to get up. It's not so easy. So if you're down over here... Getting up is not that hard. It's not that easy. So you may need someone with some arcane arts or with some bows and stuff like that. As well, we want to be attacking from high ledges because that will give us a bonus as well. But let's go talk to Benedict because he seems to be the only one we really need to chat with before we can move on from here. Despite the explosive collapsing one of the tunnels, mining appears to be on schedule. Running a mine, let alone one owned by 3 nations, is no easy task. The lack of unrest is a credit to Lord Dragon's leadership. I wouldn't say that too quickly. To that end, indulge me with a hypothetical. Suppose you led this operation and an innocent incident occurred. How would you respond? Okay, so here's an opportunity for us to change the story. Seeing it as a joint accord, I would resolve the matter peacefully with Hyzant and as for us involved. I would hear of the problems firsthand from the miners themselves. Issuing orders blindly from above leads to chaos. That's a good one. I would order an investigation into the cause and find the party or parties responsible. I would do that, actually. I would do an investigation, depending on how big it was. I mean, there's so many... The problem with this situation, are there other questions I would want to ask? I would like to ask, how big is the problem? Is it causing issues? Or is it simply like, someone lost a tool? Because I don't need to do an investigation if someone lost a tool. Right. Fine answer. Sniff out the cause, and you stand to prevent it from happening again. All 3 nations have vested interest in the mine's success and must therefore be equally held accountable or held to account for their actions. Indeed, we have much to gain from this venture, but it's a fragile thing that requires constant vigilance. Alright. And, I mean, that really appears like it's everything. Can I leave? I can't leave, and I don't think there are any houses in here for me to look into, so I guess we can just hit the button and end exploration. Everything appears in order as I expected. Perhaps my bedding is ready by now. Oh! We're going into a battle. Sarah, Noah, and others speak of their hopes for Nerzelia's future when a sudden urgent matter is brought to Dragon's attention. So as you can see the crossed swords over the exclamation mark, which means we are heading into a battle, and whenever we do that, I always like to make sure to save my game. So we're still in Chapter 4, A New Dawn. Like I said, we played for about 3 hours and 50 minutes. And let's continue here and see what's going on. Let's enter the battle.
No word from below, you say? They haven't tried to flee, have they?
No, sir. I've not seen a single soul emerge from the mine.
Very well then. I shall make contact with them myself.
Was that? It came from within. What is the meaning of this? As Frosty soldiers, why are they at the mines? No. Did he see through my plot?
Clear the mine. Leave no survivors.
So this is how they respond. Those dogs.
Looks like it's time to fight. Tavern mental mock battles. You can engage in mental mock battles at the tavern. Oh, that went really quick. All right. So as you know, we can, if you've played the demo, that is, you would know, you can change where your units are going to start on the map. You can go to your encampment to do a bunch of things like purchase items and stuff like that. You can change up your inventory. You can go visit the War Chronicle and stuff like that. I'm usually pretty good with how everything's set up, so I'm actually just going to go right into things and begin the battle. Defeat conditions is if Dragon dies. Victory conditions decimate the enemy forces. So we need to make sure that Dragon? We gotta make sure that Dragon does not die. So let's commence the battle and get going. I'm excited. I like these battles. Not the most fun I've had with the game. I honestly like the story elements a lot more. But, you know, it's fun. It's fun. Like I said, this tactical strategy games have never been my forte, and they never will be. Alright, protect Lord Dragon. If you end your turn without moving or using a command, the time until your next turn will be reduced by the following amounts. If you don't move, 10%. If you don't use commands, 10%. And if both of them happen to be true, 20%. Okay. So those are in-action bonuses. Not huge bonuses, but bonuses nonetheless. Alright, so we're already getting attacked, so that's fun. Who's that? That's Dragon. Okay, who's this? Anna can attack twice. So, deal physical damage to a single enemy and have a chance to poison them for 3 turns. I kind of like that. Let's use that.
You won't escape.
So we're going to poison. We're going to do some physical damage and poison them. And then, I think we're going to throw poison at this guy as well. Let's poison 2 people. Unfortunately, that person did not get poisoned. Status changes are denoted with an icon and a turn counter. 1 turn will be deducted from the counter when the afflicted unit's turn arrives. There are a variety of status changes. Poison deals damage at the start of each turn. Paralysis prevents unit from taking any action. Silence prevents units from using abilities. Sleep prevents units from taking any actions. Immobility prevents units from moving. Blindness reduces the unit's accuracy. Fury draws the target's attention to the caster. Tempt lures targets to their opponent's side. Instant death kills units instantly. Auto revive automatically revives units when their HP reaches 0. Regen Grants HP at the start of each turn. Invincible. Units ignore all damage. Take cover. Renders units invisible to the enemy. Fire counter deals fire damage. Ice counter deals ice damage. Okay. Oh, there's 3 more and I just accidentally clicked through them. Whatever. It is what it is. Alright. We need to get closer to the fight. So we're going to end our turn there. That gives us a 10% bonus.
If it's a fight you want.
Okay, here we go. Oh, he does his own thing, so we don't get to control Reagan. Although he killed somebody, so that's actually pretty good. Oh, yeah, run. Run, right? Huguette has the longbow. How far can I shoot with this longbow? So if I go here... Hold up. I can't. Okay, so we need to go up here, probably. And then binding arrow deals physical damage. Has a chance to blind them for 3 turns. All right, let's shoot down on shield bearer.
From this range.
There we go. Did a little bit of and he's blind, so that's good. Leveled up. Good stuff. We'll face that way. Oh, they got a healer. Hot dang, we got to deal with that healer.
From where shall we strike?
All right. I mean, the problem is getting through to the front to fight. So we'll end our turn there, and we'll face this way, and then mighty strike. Whew. It could be actually very difficult. We'll go up here, and we'll use Raging Beast on our archer, I guess. Let's do that. Strength and magic are up. We just have to make sure we put the right troops where they need to go. Ooh, that was a crit. Okay, yeah, you can move. I don't care. The shield bearers are going to take some work to get down, right? So, all right, if you go there, what can you use? Raise your movement by 1. Chance to infuriate all enemies within a range of 2. That's not going to be helpful. Deal physical damage to a single foe. We're just going to do that. Boom! I should have gone behind him, maybe, actually. Too late.
Shall we begin?
Okay, we're going to send a physician. No. We're going to send her right behind here. Cure wounds on... Well, he can't die, right? So we need to make sure that he lives. So we'll use Cure Wounds there.
Much appreciated.
And we'll face that way. Where are we at now? There's 4 soldiers over here. Oh, a bow. Okay, interesting. Ooh, that hurt. Ah, oh, dang it.
I will end this.
Pyromancer. Okay, we're gonna go here with the Pyromancer, and we're gonna use Scorch. And I can Scorch 2 of them at once. I guess that's all I can do. Just need to take care of these guys before we run out of turns. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just use Tome of Ice. I don't think that's gonna do a lot. Dang it. Ooh, Ice Arrow. Oh, man, Anna's taking a hit. Oh. Which I'm worried about. I think Anna needs to be healed or she's gonna die.
Not a chance.
Missed. Oh, good. Okay, yeah, because they're blind, right? So, Anna. Ooh, I don't know what to do. Can I take this guy out with 2 hits? Who's doing all the crits to me? How much health does she have? 38 of 89, and that was just 1 turn's worth. So let's see if I can somehow heal.
My turn. Brace yourself.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Now! The hunt is on. Goodbye! My pride is my shield.
Okay, so we did crit damage there.
If it's a fight you want.
We might. Okay, good move, done. That's another one gone. So we're slowly picking them off. I might step away, complete more of the battle, and then come back right near the end, so you guys can see how this kind of wraps up.
Let us pry out their weakness. I have your back.
Ready for more.
Okay, we're closing in on the end of this fight. We're just slowly moving our way to finish them off. Like, that's where we're at here. We're slowly moving in, and we only have like 2 healers and a shield bearer left to go.
I shall do what I can.
And so over time, you know, we most definitely will be able to take these people down. It was a little hairy. We lost Frederica during the battle, but ultimately by using items and everything else, we've actually been able to kind of keep everybody healed and ready to go, and ultimately just made the battle quite a bit easier. There we go.
Show me what you're made of.
Gives us a little bit extra movement on our next turn. If we need it, I'm not even sure we do. But they're running out of time, they're running out of room, they're running out of people, and they just missed. Although that guy's going to get a hit in. Critical. It did 1 damage. It was crit. Alright, confirm. I don't know if we'll get 2 hits out of this. Does she get a shot? No, she doesn't.
Where shall we strike?
Well, that's disappointing. I used the sprint and I can only get... Oh no, that's not who I use sprint on. I just can't get up this hill because of all the people. Who's going next? Huguette can use a bow. So what if Huguette goes here and then uses a short bow right down there? Let's take out that healer. That's a one-shot kill. Not a one-shot kill because it's already taken some damage, but that was pretty good. This guy's doing nothing. He's kind of just roaming around. We're just making sure he doesn't die, even though he's a big old giant traitor. I can go here, but I can't do any damage because that stupid thing moved, which is really infuriating, but such is life. Alright, no. If you go here, and then we can do Cane Sword. Well, can we take him out? Like, this guy's almost got to be dead, right? Will Cane Sword take him down? Oh my goodness, it doesn't! That's okay. Icy Breath. Hey, right there. This should do it. Or at least should do it for the shield bearer. Those things have a lot of health. So I think all we got left is... I mean, we'll cure wounds, and I think all we have left is this healer.
Be at ease.
Sorry to worry you.
Come at me!
My turn. It ends here.
And I think that's it. I think the victory's ours. Victory. There we go. That's the battle. It took me probably another 10 minutes on top of what you saw. So about 23 minutes to finish that completely. Which is not terrible. We got no spoils though, which means I never ended up... See those little items on the map? I have to end my turn on those items and then it would have been okay.
What is the meaning of this?
Time to see what's happened, because we're going to be looking for answers from this guy.
Why is Frost attacking the mines? Are they gonna melt down their own forges next?
Incomprehensible. The miners have all been slain.
How? How did it come to this? Lord Dragan, you know something of this, do you not?
You've nothing left to hide. Talk.
I underestimated him. I never thought he would go this far.
Dragan! No!
Oh dang, turn of events. I was not expecting that. I thought we had killed everybody.
There are survivors.
There are survivors, apparently. We did a really poor job. Okay, let's see what happens next.
How dare you! Stay with me, Dragan. Be strong.
Forgive me. Had I but spoken the truth, it would not have come to this. I thought, at last, I could step out of their shadow. That I had the upper hand. Father. Father. Forgive me.
Oh, he gone. He gone. Oh, look at the blood.
No!
What in the world is happening?
We can do naught to set this right, my lord. Let us inform the king at once.
Hail! Is Prince Roland among you? I have a message.
Speak it now.
Whitehome Castle is under attack, Your Highness.
Wait, what? Jeez Louise, stuff's happening fast now. It was pretty slow to start, but
Frosty Army.
things are like happening fast. Aspfrost Army is here attacking while they attack the mines.
Damn it all! What the hell is going on?
Control yourself. At any rate, we must confirm exactly what has happened.
Let us return to the kingdom. Frederica, my heart aches for you, but...
We've no time. I know. I am...
Would this did not fall to you, but alas. See to it that Dragan receives a proper burial.
Okay, so despite being from Aspfrost herself, she's going to take our side, which is good to know, because she's basically an outcast there anyway, so this is actually not all that surprising.
Yes, my lord. Take care. The army has the Crown City surrounded.
Alright, army surrounded. Yeah, it's not that surprising that she's going to side with us on this one. We're going to kill all her siblings, all her half-siblings and everything, but it's fine. I'm on your team. Alright, let's move on. Oh, something's going to happen. Oh, it's oh, we don't like this guy. He's a jerk.
There you are, fair Dragan. What a pity that your dreams of being Prime Minister shall be nothing more than that. Tell me, does it pain you?
Jesus, guy's a jerk. Like a real jerk. Wow. Alright. Well, No rest for the wicked, I guess.
Lord Thallis, a word. The entire regiment of assassins have fallen as well. This bodes ill.
It matters not, so long as the miners have been slaughtered. Saves us the trouble of having to silence them.
But, my lord...
Enough. Dispose of our dead and be done with it. My brother will wish to hear that we did.
Aye, my lord. Shall we bury Lord Dragan as well?
Oh, I know this response is not going to be good. They're not going to bury him. They're not going to give him the honor of a royal burial.
No. Leave him to rot. Or fill the belly of some mangy cur.
That night, Esfrost invades Glenbrook without warning. The attack is all the more shocking, coming on the eve of the two nations' grand new mining venture. The Duchy easily rushes into the Crown City, taking advantage of Glenbrook's unprepared defenses. Caught unawares by the sudden assault, Glenbrook's scattered forces can do nothing to fend off the invaders. Serenoa and his retinue rush from the mines to King Regna's aid, slipping past the siege into Whiteholm Castle via the secret passage, known only to Prince Roland.
Okay, Chapter 5, The Encroaching Darkness. I'm excited to see what happens next. Like I said, the story has always been intriguing to me, and it's just getting better and better, and honestly, I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's see what happens.
Aye, sir.
That armor. The Black Irons. Esfrost! Esfrost is attacking! Why does the Duchy march against us? This is a flagrant breach of the treaty. Levy a complaint against Archduke Gustadolf immediately.
I fear we're past the time for formal complaints, Your Highness. We can hold them no longer. We must inform His Majesty at once.
Of course. My father and Cordelia must be protected at all costs.
Things are not looking good here in Glenbrook. I can say that with some fairly good certainty.
Esfrost invaded the Crown City by night! Preposterous! Gustadolf, what is that bastard scheming?
Lord Simon, I bring word from King Regna. He says, should the crown fall, Glenbrook is in your hands.
Your Majesty. Fetch my armor! I march to the Crown's aid!
Please, my lord, at least wait for Lord Serenoa and his retinue to return.
Out of my way! I pledge my loyalty to His Majesty, and it's a vow I intend to...
Your heart, my lord! Summon a healer, quickly!
Damn it! Death cannot take me yet. Serenoa, Benedict.
Oh, geez. I forgot that our father's health was failing, and of course this is when it would fail. Right when he's been tasked with upholding Glenbrook in case the crown falls. Alright, we are on to the next chapter in the story. Serenoa uses hidden tunnels beneath the castle to sneak in and save the royal family. First things first, we have an additional side story we can do right here. And right now that seems to be it. And I think we're going to take the opportunity to take this side story. Word of Asphrost's invasion of the Crown City reaches Silvio of House Tellior. So remember I told you there were three houses, three main houses in Glenbrook. That would be the Wolforth, the Tellior, and of course the Crown City, or the Falks, sorry, not the Crown City, the Falks. So we're going to go the Falks and Wolforth. They're the ones that were sent as envoys to both Aspfrost and Hyzant, whereas the third family, the Tellior, were kind of left out of it, and they were a little salty about that. So I'm guessing we're going to get a little bit more about that here, and I wonder if they won't side with the enemy, because they're feeling a little bit left out by the king during some earlier negotiations.
The Crown City is under attack? By whom?
Aspfrost, it appears. They say the Archduke himself leads the charge.
Gustadolf. Then this will be no mere skirmish.
What shall we do, my lord?
Protecting the royal family is House Wolforth's duty.
Told ya! Protecting the royal family's not our problem. It's House Wolforth's problem. Oh boy.
Let us bide our time and see how they fare.
You would not make for the capital, my lord? Our kingdom's very fate hangs in the balance.
Which is all the more reason why we must not act rashly.
Told you this guy would be a weasel.
Aspfrost is too strong a foe for House Tellior to face on our own.
Doesn't matter. You fight when you're protecting the crown. You fight till the death. That's just how it works. You pledge allegiance. You fight until you die. You don't do this little hiding out crap that he's about to do.
For now, tighten our defenses and bring me what information you can.
Yes, my lord.
And so that's just basically what a little side story looks like. It just gives you a little bit more information. You can completely forget about them and not do them, but I think like in this situation, I knew that there was some dissent within that family, within the Tellior family, so I knew that was going to be somewhat of an interesting, little side story. But now we're going to go right back into the main story here in Chapter 5, and Whiteholm Castle. We're going to do a little bit of investigating, again, as you can tell by the magnifying glass. So let's hop in and see what happens next in the story. This has been great. I mean, I haven't talked as much as I would in normal streams just because there's so much dialogue for you guys to hear, but I think it's been good. I love it. We're sneaking into the city. She's going to turn, fire him right in the head. Headshot coming up right. Oh, to the back. Gotta love it. Oh, man. Here we go. We're all coming out from behind this fountain. All right, let's see what happens.
Secret tunnels beneath the castle. Who'd have thought?
None but the royal family knew of this secret. They were built as a last resort, should the worst come to pass. Doesn't appear anyone else has been down here before us. Father must still be within the castle.
Along with a host of enemy soldiers, they appear to have breached the gates.
It truly is Esfrost, but I do not understand why.
We will seek understanding later. For now, we must protect His Majesty and the royal family.
Aye. We'll smuggle them to safety one way or another.
We must take care. The castle has fallen into our enemy's hands.
I don't think there's going to be any stealth involved, but obviously we can't... we've already discussed how there are... The castle's been taken by the enemy, so we need to be careful. But we are in the exploration phase, and now is the time to look around. There's a couple folks to talk to, but we also want to be on the lookout for little shining objects on the map that we can pick up and pad our inventory with. We haven't done a lot of... we're too late. We haven't done a lot of purchasing or shopping or anything like that. So, at some point, we're going to have to head to a merchant and, you know, at least see what merchants have to offer. Because they might have, like, some of them have to have some rare stuff that we can use. Things that will be beneficial to the story. I don't need to talk to you. And so, it'll be interesting to see... Oh, I can't go over there? I'm probably stuck within this confined area. I think there's something here, though. Ooh, 600, and there's something here. You just don't want to miss anything. So there's not a lot of area, actually, to explore. This is all we kind of get. Is there anything over here? There's an examine. Firestone, I don't know what that is, but it's probably a crafting resource for something. Alright, let's see what these two things are. The enemy is already deep within the castle. They made it look so simple. We must hasten to my father's side. We don't know what the enemy wants. Let's remain adaptable to whatever awaits us. As lord of a high house, I swear to you I shall protect the king, come what may. Pray, hold, you are of royal blood, which makes you a target as well. I'm going to do this one. We owe it to the king to protect him. It is a blessing to have you at my side. I've never felt such courage. The King's Guard and Sir Maxwell will be with Father. I have every hope they yet live. Yet every second counts. We must make haste to the throne room. Okay, that's one person we needed to talk to. Looks like we also need to talk to Eredor. The only bodies here belong to the royal guards. The nobles themselves must have fled. Makes me sick thinking such cowards serve our king. We cannot expect them to fight. My only concern is that their money does not fall into the hands of our enemies. I'm not so much worried about the money. Let us consider their duties to the crown fulfilled and leave it at that. For a moment, we all share a common goal, survival. We can have our revenge if we survive. I agree with this last statement. I don't care about these nobles. They ran away, whatever it is, but we gotta survive now. Truer words were never spoken. Lead the way, lad. You've king and country to save. We'll save the king, yes, but the kingdom will be another matter. We cannot defeat Asfrost alone. Aye, right you are. Get caught up in the moment there. Alright, that's everything we need, so we're going to click and kind of move on. End the exploration phase. We'll learn nothing more here. We must keep moving. Yeah, we must. So let's see what happens in the next little bit here, because I'm worried the king's going to die. Like, part of me is like, oh, we're going to save the king. And part of me is like, the king's going to die. But, alright, character stories are now available in the world map. View them to rally new allies to your cause or learn about those who have already joined you. Yeah, so, the characters rallied to your cause are influenced by Sarah Noah's convictions. The strength of your bond with an ally depends on the number of times that character has been deployed in battle. So the more we use somebody, the better our bond. Some character stories may not be available right away, depending on your progress in the main story. Well, let's go see if we can look at any of these any of these character stories right now. I'm thinking probably not, although it would seem weird to me for them to be like, you can now do character stories, and then not give us any. Oh, they're not on the map. They're right here on the side. I hit plus. Okay, there we go. Character story for Serenoma accompanies a young blacksmith to gather supplies when they happen upon an unfortunate scene. A boy's and strange guard comes to speak with Serenoma, claiming to be the grandson of the Archmage Grondel. This is weird to me that these are available now, only because, as you can see here, the castle's under attack. We're in the castle, and then all of a sudden, the game's like, hey, you can do these character side stories where apparently you leave the castle and you accompany a young blacksmith to gather supplies. In reality, it's probably more like, hey, this is stuff from before, and you can kind of like remember those stories, but let's do one and just see what it's all about. We're going to do the blacksmith. I think that'll be an interesting one. Although the Archmage one sounds pretty good too, but we'll start with the blacksmith.
I can't thank you enough for accompanying me to gather supplies, Lord Serenoma, but I hope I've not usurped too much of your time.
Not at all, lad. Not at all. I was heading back to my encampment anyway. More importantly, this area is rife with this frosty. I hate to think what would happen should they discover you or any loyal to House Wolford out here.
Okay, well, there goes my argument that this happened a long time ago, because this is obviously part of the battle phase, because it's saying there are Frosty soldiers around, and he needs to be careful. So, we must have snuck out of the castle just to do this. But we know where the secret tunnels are, I guess that makes sense.
I cannot much bear to think on it either. My lord, there's someone here! He's dead.
Those are Glenbrook colors. He must have met his end at his frosty steel.
I know him. We were friends. He had such praise for the blade I forged him. This blade, here, the broken one. It failed him. I failed him. And now he's gone.
You are not to blame for his death.
But...
we are at war.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not as skilled a smith as I believed.
We risk much lingering here, but let us give him a proper burial before we depart.
My lord, you needn't go to the trouble.
It is no trouble. It is all I can do for him now, and I shall curse that I cannot do more.
Thank you, Lord Serenoma. My lord.
Oh, I was about to say, these are really, really short.
I haven't stopped thinking about how I might put my smithy skills to better use. I didn't truly grasp the reality of the situation. What it means to be at war. What duties I have as one who forges weapons. Though I am but a novice at my craft, I will not ignore the truth I see all around me. I will face it and stand strong. That's why I wish to fight.
Are you certain you're prepared to wield steel outside your forge?
I am. I need to better understand what it means to live or die by the blade. A lesson I hope to learn by your side.
Then you are most welcome among my ranks. A novice you may be, but you have the makings of a master.
Thank you, my lord. I, Ians, hereby swear fealty to you. I shan't let you down.
Okay, he shan't let me down. So these character stories are pretty short. So Jen's aptitudes in battle, places ladders to create shortcuts, set traps, and automatic turrets. That's actually pretty awesome because you saw how hard I was having a hard time getting on that last fight, getting my soldiers up the cliff in the mine. This would have been amazing. He's someone that might actually end up in my team more often than not because he could be very beneficial in battle. Okay, I'm happy I did that character story. Now I want to do the other one before we hop into the main battle just because who knows who this guy's going to be. Let's check this one out as well. We'll see how beneficial this guy ends up being to our party.
Halt! This is the encampment of House Wolfort.
Splendid! For it's Lord Wolfort himself that I came to see. Lead me to him, my good man.
Big words from a shady-looking fellow in that ridiculous garb. Be gone at once.
Ridiculous. Why, I'll have you know that these robes are a treasured relic of...
Did I ask about your robes? I said, be gone.
Wait, I say! Who there? Lord Wolfort!
Alright, guard. Cool your jets a little bit. Jeez Louise, man. Be gone! Cool your jets.
What's all the commotion here?
This strange lad demands an audience with you, Lord Serenoa, and stubbornly refuses to leave.
The name's Narv. Grandson and last disciple of the Archmage Grandante, here to offer my services.
Listen, I can use more guys on my team that can cast ranged attacks, because ranged attacks are pretty beneficial. At least so far in this game, they've been pretty beneficial.
The Archmage Grandante. Forgive me, but in all my years of studying the arcane arts, I've never once heard that name.
You haven't? Oh, I see. I suppose you won't have.
Ah, I'm sorry if I offended you.
You needn't apologize, miss. Let's start over, shall we? Let me show you just what the final disciple of the Archmage Grandante can do.
Incredible.
Well, what do you think?
I've never seen anything quite like it. Were you born with magic like this? Or perhaps...
My illustrious grandfather, the Archmage Grandante, that is, taught me all I know. Please, let me join your army. I'm most certain my sorcery could avail you to no end.
Lord Serenoa, this boy possesses remarkable talent. I must admit, he would make a formidable addition to our forces.
Thank you, Gila. Narv, I welcome you to House Wolfort.
Thank you, my lord. My magic will change the world. Just you wait and see.
Okay, we added another guy to our team. This one didn't require 2 cutscenes, just the one. And they're really quick. It was only a couple minutes. Narv's abilities: cast spells of every element, change enemies' orientations with wind magic. Oh, so you can like spin them around so you can get better crit hits. I love it. All right. Okay, so that's the character stories complete, and there's no more little side missions. So our next step is a battle, and it's saying recommended level 7. What's my roster? Oh, there we go. So this is what's crazy to me. It says recommended level 7, and all my people are low levels. So how do I level up? I think in your encampments... War Chronicle. Paths traveled, no. Can we not do like a practice? I thought there was something about doing practice battles. So that's a merchant. Don't really care about the merchants. So gens will sell me stuff. That's cool. We can select ourself. At the smith, you can upgrade your weapons and unlock weapon abilities. Both of these services require materials and coins. Each weapon has 3 ranks. Increasing a weapon's rank unlocks more powerful abilities for that weapon. You can acquire weapons abilities within the same rank in any order, but the later skills learn, the more materials it will require. If a weapon's ability is connected with another with an arrow icon, then you must acquire the first to get the second. Your weapon ability is obtained within a box marked with or cannot be active at the same time. However, once you have acquired either one, both become available and you may switch between them at no cost. Okay, so so we need use iron to learn weapon damage up. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Yes. And now let's just look through this and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. So we can buy the iron we need, but it's expensive. It's 150 per piece, and I'm thinking that maybe we don't want to do this until maybe a later date. Like, let's just see how the battle goes. If we lose, then maybe we'll come back and see what we can do. Okay, so time to hop into the battle and see what's happening at Whitehome Castle. All right, let's check it out and see what's happening. I've enjoyed this. This has been fun. Hope you guys have as well. This will probably be about the end of this premiere. I know folks have been asking for about 1 to 2 hours, so we're going to aim for 1 to 2 hours, and so this will probably be it.
We've been seen.
It's Prince Roland. The Archduke himself ordered us to kill all with royal blood. You ain't getting out of here alive.
The Archduke ordered what?
My brother would order no such thing.
Glenbrook and Esfrost were to be allies. Why does the Archduke betray us?
That's rich, coming from a bunch of traitor bastards. Glenbrook broke the treaty first. We've every right to seek retribution.
What? We did no such thing. That's right. I've heard enough of your lies. Brace yourselves for battle, my friends.
Okay, it looks like we're about to go into a fight, and we did pick up those 2 new characters to add to our team. So I'm going to guess here that we're actually going to want to go into our party system and decide that maybe one of those is a good fit on our team. The overview allows you to see the exact conditions that must be met in order to ensure victory. Be aware this will not be displayed for all battles. Okay. So, victory conditions. Ensure Roland reaches the castle entrance. Don't allow Roland to fall. So we don't even need to kill anybody. We just need to make sure that Roland safely gets to the castle entrance. So we got to think that through while we're playing. This is not a game. This is not a fight where we want to defeat all the enemies. So what we need to do then is review unit selection. Okay, there is a limited number of units you may deploy in battle. Units over this threshold go to your reserve and will not participate in battle. Use the X button to access the screen where you can change and deploy reserved units. Alright, let's do that. Let's hop in. Units that prove especially helpful in battle are marked recommended. That's helpful. For someone who doesn't like these types of games, that's helpful. There's no penalty if you do not deploy the recommended units. Okay, so we hit X. And, so here we go. Who's in our team? Sorry. So our team currently consists of Corriton, Huguette, Eridor. Also looks like we have myself, Benedict, Gila, Anna, Frederica, and Roland. And we can deploy 9 units. So, the interesting thing here is that if I go into the X, it'll tell me which ones are recommended. So, Benedict is recommended. Gila is recommended. And Frederica is recommended. So these 2 new ones we got, which is Jens and Narv, are actually not recommended for this fight. And I'm feeling like I'm not actually going to put them in. I love how I'm a level 4 compared to everybody else who's level 5 or higher. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I think I'm going to go with this army, and we'll see how it begins. Let's begin battle. Yes. I like the formation. The formation's fine with me. So, that's where we need to get. The yellow panel indicates the castle entrance. So if you guys remember in Mario plus Rabbids, they do have missions like this, where it's like, get to the exit. Stuff like that. So this is actually... This is not that it's unfamiliar to me, so this should actually be pretty good. The yellow panel indicates the castle entrance. Protect Roland and reach the entrance. So any number of our units can die. We just need to push Roland forward. The green panels indicate where enemy reinforcements are expected to appear. Interesting. So it's not a set number. Avoid being surrounded by enemy reinforcements and secure a route for Roland. Okay, interesting stuff. Yes, let's commence the battle. Let's do this. Again, like last time, we may cut out from the battle and then come back near the end, just so that, you know, the video doesn't run way too long. We don't want this being, you know, just me making moves on the battlefield. Alright, storming Whitehorn Castle. The battle begins. Yeah, it does. Alright, who gets to move first?
My father is in danger.
My father...
Pay our foe no mind. We make our way through the gardens.
We make our way through the gardens. Yeah, we do.
Destroy the bulwark blocking the way. And quickly, before they call for reinforcements.
Okay, so it looks like we need to destroy...
Why would Esfrost do this?
Looks like we need to destroy those wood things there.
They must have been planning this assault for quite some time.
We're planning the assault for quite some time, yeah.
I'm trusting you to get us out of here, Serenoa.
Alright, let's do this thing. Let's see what we can do. Again, I feel like we need to destroy... Yeah, the barricades have health. Alright, so let's start moving up. We'll end our turn. Oh, wait, I can throw poison? Where can I throw poison? On the wall? No, okay, you can't throw poison on the wall. I was like, we can hit the poison on the wall? Alright, don't let them in the castle.
I won't lose.
Okay, so we're gonna move up, and... we will... If we double lance it, do we put a hole in it? We don't. Okay, so we're just going to lance it, because it doesn't seem like worth it to waste our special moves if we're not going to get through in one go.
The Esfrosti should never have gotten this far. What happened to the Kingsguard?
I'm afraid the Kingsguard's probably been destroyed. Alright, so Huguette is actually fine to go here. And let's hit him with an arrow. There we go. Boom! Our first attack. Not shabby. Not too shabby. And we learned a new move. That's cool. Fell Swoop. Alright, so Serenoa is going to come up. And can I go on the same... I can't go on the same space, can I? Longsword is not going to do anything, but we'll hit this barrier as well. It just gives us more room to move units through, I guess. And we learned Hawk Dive, whatever that means. Okay. Benedict is going to fall here. And we're going to do a Raging Beast on Roland, I think.
I have your back.
That'll prepare us to kind of move through here once it's open. At least that's the goal.
Tomorrow is a new day.
And then we'll face him that way. And then, oh, this is not. You can just stay back. We don't need to get too close with you. End turn. And then, all right. So he's gonna get a go. He's gonna take a shoot at Huguettes. Oh no, that's not good. He's got the upper hand. Oh, we gotta take him down because he's got that upper hand, right? Once they get up there, they have the advantage, the height advantage, and so that's gonna do some damage. Okay. Oh, I can't even get all the way. That's unfortunate. I don't need extra movement next turn, so we'll just stop there.
I fight for peace.
Okay. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna use Scorch, and what I wonder... This should take this down, right? I maybe should have attacked the archer, but... There we go.
I will do what I must.
And we'll stand this way. Casting a fire attack on flammable squares will set ablaze, although there are exceptions to this rule. Squares that are ablaze deal fire damage to any units that pass through them or end their turn while standing there. Squares that are ablaze can be distinguished by rain and ice attacks, though there are exceptions. Fires will also die out after a set number of turns. Casting a fire attack on a flammable square will set ablaze. Okay.
So, it falls to me.
So let's go here. And Tome of Ice. Actually, you know what? Frosty Breath. Frosty Feathers. There we go.
I do not miss.
I just would feel more comfortable having that guy not being there. That's what I feel. I just don't want him there. Okay. There we go. So these guys are not too worried because they're not moving. Okay, they are moving just a little bit, but... Okay, we're going to move in. And we're going to end our turn. And we're going to face that way.
For victory!
Roland is going to move here. End his turn. Face this way.
Fire at will!
Fire at will. A reward to whoever fells Prince Roland. Okay. I mean, that's probably voice. I didn't need to read that. Oh, and reinforcements.
Ah, there's more of them.
Yeah, there are more of them.
Break through. Clear the path for Prince
Break
Roland.
through. Clear the path for Prince Roland. Yeah, we will.
Brother, sister, I'm on my way.
All right. Well, let's see how this goes.
Please be safe.
Okay.
How dare you trespass upon my home? Be gone as frosty scum, or I will have your heads.
Scum. Alright, they're moving in, so we just need to be careful on how we play this, because we don't want to get Roland by himself. We'll go here, and short bow. Oh, come on! Wait, I can get up here, can't I? How am I going to get over here? What the heck? No, let's go up here, and then we'll short bow that guy. Look at the damage we're about to do. There we go. I'm going to leave her up there, I think. I think that's probably the best bet.
For the honor of House Wolford.
Okay. We're going to take some damage coming through, but we're going to protect our pal and end our turn and facing that way. I'll take the hit. There's a little bit of a health hit. We'll take it. Ooh, that did hurt.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Okay. We're gonna stop you there. We're gonna cure wounds, and I can't cure wounds that far. Have you taken a hit? No. Alright, we'll just end our turn there.
I see a path.
Okay, Benedict is gonna come in here and let's Raging Beast on Serenoa, because he's gonna do an attack. We're gonna move Roland back and do an attack with Serenoa. That's the goal here. Let's see how that works out.
You won't beat me.
I will end this. For a better world.
I'm wondering if in hindsight I shouldn't have taken on the guy up top. I can't hit that guy. Frosty Feathers? No. Okay. Tome of Ice, and we'll just use it on there. I mean, we don't really have any other options. We got to break through this wall. And you might as well just stay there. Oh, man. Okay. Things are getting a little intense. Let's see where he's going to head. He's not going to move. Oh, he's coming up.
I will end this.
Yeah. We just gotta keep making a path. Now, in hindsight, maybe I should have... Okay, finished. And we'll do Iron Dagger that guy. Because why not? And then we're gonna face that way.
My turn.
Okay. Roland's coming up here. And he's gonna end his turn facing this way. Back to the wall.
They're strong. We can't let them advance any farther.
Okay. Alright, let's see how we go. We're going to come back to this in just a little bit, so I'll see you guys on the other side once we're a little closer to victory.
Forward.
Time to take flight.
Okay, so we're back here, and we've managed to break through the defenses here. So there's where we need to take Roland, and he's already through. Thanks in part to a new move I learned, which is called Rush, which allows me to rush through enemies to a square. So normally, if you're looking... we'll wait for a second. So normally, if you're looking here in the upper left, I wouldn't have been able to get through that gap unless I defeated the people standing there, or if the people standing there moved, or I defeated them. Yeah, if I defeated them or if they moved. With the rush attack, I can actually go through them to the other side. So it's actually put Roland in a perfect position to actually finish this level. It ended up being a lot easier than I thought it would be. It was just a matter of making sure I put my characters, and I haven't lost anybody yet, it was make sure putting my allies in positions where they would draw fire, where they would draw some attacks. And as long as he doesn't die here, that is, where they would draw some attacks, and so that Roland could just continue to fly through. And so we hope here he doesn't completely die, because that would be a mess up everywhere, but we look like we're going to be in okay shape. We're going to move in. We'll do a hawk dive just because I don't know what this is. I think it's a jumping attack. Oh, okay, cool. It's like a jumping attack. That just opens it up. If I need it to be opened up, it's opened up. We haven't lost anybody, like I said, but we're probably about to... We got some people, like, right on the edge. If he goes up, it's over. Yeah, so Frederica, again, has died. This is 2 battles. Oh!
I can go no further.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Alright, so Frederica is gone. That was my first loss.
You have fought well.
You have fought well. Yeah, you have. Okay. Thing is, all those enemies over there have attacked already, so our next move with Roland will move them into the castle, and that'll be that. There's nothing more that can be done. So let's get going and see what we can do here and finish up the fight.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Cool heads shall prevail. Allow me.
Steady now.
We must tread carefully.
But my research! I'll take you on! It's not over yet.
Okay, so here we are. So we just need to move Roland, I assume, onto this space, and this should do it. We should be done. This should be the victory conditions.
We're through. Quickly now, to the throne room.
All right. Victory! We're done. All right, once we get through the next cutscene, we will close down this part of the episode. Hopefully, I'll do another one. So we'll see what we can do in terms of making another premiere for Friday or for tomorrow. Sorry. Gotta love the Australian eShop, guys. If you ever want Australian eShop, you can get games early. Back to the story.
Kingsguard have fallen.
Then our foe has already been here.
Damn them! Please, please let my family be safe. What was that? It came from the throne room. He must have broken down the doors. We must hurry.
Why, brother? Why are you doing this?
Okay, that is another chapter complete. Chapter 5 is complete. We're going to save the game, and we are going to stop the premiere here. Everyone, thank you so much for coming out to yet another episode of... Not another episode. This is the first episode. I get into this space where I think I've done something before, but like in reality, I haven't. So this is the first episode. The first episode of Triangle Strategy. And I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Before we go, as I always do, I want to give a quick shout out to our YouTube members: Tallica, Lynn, Olga, Menin, Gladiator, Carmelo, Bubblyeo, Brenda, Gisella, Danni, TotalBlank, Ian, Four Scars Gaming, Aimee, Grace, Jake, ErnasGlory, Garrett, Peters, and Joe Rhino. It's a long list of folks, guys. If you want to join up, there's a join button down below the video. You can click it and come on board for as little as $2.99 a month, or you can become a silver member or even a gold member. You get different perks, including bonuses to your entries for contests I run all year, and we'll be running a new PvP contest very, very soon. Also want to give a shout out to our Patreon members: Gladiator, Andrew, Alexis, Kyrie, Homie Drew, Ada, Amila, Marge, and Menin. You can find information on Patreon in the description box down below. Be sure to check out pdp.com for all your Nintendo Switch gaming accessories. I have an affiliate link down below. If you use that link, I might get a small percentage back to myself for your purchase. As well, you can use the code AdamRoffel10, that's ADAMROFFEL 10 to save 10% on your purchase. Shout out to TotalBlank, our Discord wizard, as well as MattC for doing the awesome overlay, which I'm actually starting to use for pre-recorded episodes like right now. I know it's a little odd, but at the same time, I love having the scrolling names across the bottom, and I want to thank those people. So MattC, thank you for that as well. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed. It's been about an hour and 40 minutes premiere. The game's out today. The free demo is available on the eShop. You can play through chapters 1, 2, and 3. What you've seen today has been chapters 4 and chapters 5. So thank you guys so much. More to come. But until next time, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.